Howdy folks, this is the Amazing Atheist. I really don't know how I'm gonna fucking do with this video. I was all riled up, I'm all excited, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this shit, I'm gonna get in there, I'm gonna tell them what I think. A minute ago I was like that, and now I feel all emo again. Felt like my old self was coming back for a second there. I'm talking to Exile on the phone, getting all excited. Yeah, I'm gonna tell these motherfuckers what I think, finally. Finally gonna come clean, tell the truth. Then I sit in here and I feel like there should be excitement right now. I should be excited because I'm finally gonna get it off my chest. But I don't feel excited. I have to fake excitement because I don't really feel excited inside. Maybe I shouldn't feel excited for this video though. Maybe this needs me to be stern and just tell it like it is. Have I said tell it like it is too many times now already? Tell the truth. Tell it like it is. Be honest. So easy to fucking say those things. So hard to fucking do them. Because what the fuck is honesty? How does a person with so many contradictory ideas floating around in this head of mine possibly tell you the fucking truth you want to hear? Please tell us the truth, Amazing Atheist. Fuck you. Fuck you. That's the fucking truth. You like the fucking truth? Fuck you. Fuck every last one of you. I hate you all, okay? There's the truth. No, that's not the truth. I fucking love you people. I do. That's the truth too. I want so much better for you. Hard Case Owns You was a fucking prophet. You understand that? He is the fucking prophet of this movement. Because he said something that lived on through Exiled. She tried to use it against him, but she just reminded me. She reminded me of what it meant when he said, people are more important than ideas. But you know what? I've thought about that phrase, and it means even more than he intended it to. More than he intended it, more than she intended it, more than either of them could have ever brought it to. It takes me to bring it to that new fucking level, and here is what I'm talking about. We need to talk, before we get to that, we need to come back around to that. I'll come back to that phrase in a moment. What this video is this video is me talking about people. The people of the YouTube atheist movement. The important key fucking players here. Most of which, they're disappearing. Brett Keane, gone. He left just tonight. He said, sayonara. Actually, he mispronounced sayonara, but he's gone. He's fucking history. Maybe he'll come back, maybe he won't. He says he won't. I kind of believe him. I don't know. Hard Case, gone. He'll probably be back. I think he'll be back. But he's gone for now. And he may not be back. And, well, we need to talk about all these people. We need to talk about Hard Case. We need to talk about Brett. We need to talk about Exiled. And we need to talk about One Less God. And more importantly than any of those fuckers, we need to talk about me. Because if you discount Captain Awesome, who is probably the most palatable among us, then I am the #1 YouTube atheist. Captain Awesome, let's discuss Captain Awesome first, because he'll take offense to me calling him palatable. He takes offense. If I mention him in a video, he takes offense to what I say. Because he doesn't like whatever I say about him at any given time. For someone who's always talking about taking fucking jokes, you sure are a whiny fucking bitch, Captain Awesome. God damn, every fucking joke I've ever made about you, you fucking come in my comments, well, no, because this and that. Shut the fuck up, you whiny fucking bitch! You're our clown, alright? You're the clown of the fucking movement. But you serve your function. You are palatable. People like you. You're funny. I watch your videos. I laugh. Everyone laughs. We're all laughing. Not at you, with you. You're our buddy. You're the funny atheist. You're the class clown. All I'm asking you to do is accept that role. And we'll get to roles in a moment and their oppressiveness. I'm not actually angry at you. I'm just plain angry. Next I want to talk about Brett Keane. Good old Brett. Brett, the deceptive, fucking, lying bastard. Brett, you wanted to know, you asked me in a video what I thought was contradictory about your history, okay? And here it is. You said that your mother threw you out of the house because you're an atheist. Yet, in another video, you said you prayed for your mother till the very end. And that was when you became an atheist. Was it before her death? Was it after her death, Brett? Don't make sense. You can't have it both ways. But I like you too, Brett. I like you a lot. Wish you weren't leaving, but you are. I'm too hard on you. Too hard on everybody. I guess that's just my nature. I want to talk about Gisborne for a second. Someone told me today, well, I'll come out and say it, Exiled told me today that Gisborne is our martyr. He's our Jesus. I love Gisborne, okay? Nick is a fucking great guy. But you know what? He's not our fucking martyr. We don't have martyrs. That's one of the things about being an atheist. We may need to feel like Nick is our martyr, but intellectually, up in here, we can't accept that. We cannot accept Gisborne as our martyr. He cannot be this fucking mythic figure to us, alright? He was a user just like you, just like me. He was banned. That's it. He made damn good videos. Still makes damn good videos every now and then. Wrote a book. I haven't read it yet. I plan on it. I want to read it. I want to see what he has to say. Not because he was banned. Not because he was so dangerous they had to ban him from YouTube. That didn't make me any more interested in what he had to say. He was interesting before that. And all you people that started liking him more than you liked him before just because he was banned, all you motherfuckers that jumped on the bandwagon afterwards, I'm not saying that all of you are disingenuous, because I'm sure some of you just haven't seen him before then or didn't realize what he was doing. But a lot of you are disingenuous. A lot of you are just fucking parasites that want to hop on the next big fad, oh, he was banned, he's dangerous, I'm dangerous too, I'm gonna subscribe. How fucking pathetic are you? I have nothing bad to say about Nick. Maybe he's a little too sensitive. That's about the worst thing I could say about him. Who else? Who else is big in the movement? The Rational Response Squad. Let me tell you something about the Rational Response Squad. They're good. I like them. I like the Rational Response Squad. I don't always like them, but I like them most of the time. Some of the things I hear them doing, I find personally to be a bit fucking ridiculous. But you know what? They brought us together in a way that I haven't, you haven't, none of us have. So I gotta give them that. And I think that's a great fucking thing. But I think they don't go far enough. They think, see, here's the thing that I want to talk about. I'm sorry it's so fucking scatterbrained, alright? But there's a lot I want to get out, and I don't even know how to fucking wrap my mind around it. I thought I was getting it organized when I was talking to X, but I guess I didn't. here's the thing, and this criticism goes back to Captain Awesome, it goes back to Brett Keane, it goes back to the Rapid Response Squad. You all think that if you go, you all mistake things like going to a church and arguing with Christians, or going to a Christian event and arguing with Christians, or calling pastors up on the phone and cursing them out, or fucking ripping the Bible apart on the phone. That makes you a strong atheist. No, it doesn't. Being ideologically clear on the direction you're going in, that makes you a strong atheist. Pestering people does not make you a fucking strong atheist. How'd you like, it's so fucking hypocritical, alright? To bitch and fucking moan about how, no one's ever come to your door trying to sell you atheism. That's a common argument here atheists make. Yeah, we are. We really fucking are. Not me, but you guys. When you call pastors on the phone and argue with them, when you fucking go to Christian events and like try to fucking get people to question their faith at those fucking events, you're doing that. Live up to it. Come up with some kind of explanation to yourself why you're doing it, why it's justified. Don't, try to justify it to yourselves, or you want to, don't try to justify it to me. It's one thing to say, we're atheists, we're here, we're not taking your fucking shit. But it's another thing entirely to go around pestering Christians and trying to convert them. Hey, if they are ready to be converted, they will come to us. I've seen them do it. You know what? It's so funny. I was talking to Goat the other day. Great user, makes really good videos. And I asked Goat and Golden Kobold, both very good up-and-comers in the movement, or whatever you want to call it. Movement sounds ridiculous to me, but I guess we're calling it a movement, so whatever. They told me that they would never tell their bosses that they were atheists. Now, in Goat's case, Goat will go to Christian events, he'll go to malls, he'll go out places and argue atheism, but he won't tell his boss that he's an atheist. Golden Kobold will come on here and make videos about being an atheist, but he won't tell his boss that he's an atheist. The one time when it matters to take a stand for who you are, they don't do it. Think about that for a minute. They're willing to pester people, bother people, try to convert them to atheism, or deconvert them, whatever the case may be, but they won't even be atheist when it fucking means anything at all! I'm dressing you all down, and I'm getting to myself, so don't worry about it. One less God. What the fuck are you doing? I'm asking you seriously. I don't know what you're doing. I don't like the fact that I don't know what you're doing. I don't have a problem with you outside of that. Because you and I, we have a lot in common. We're both artists, I think, and we both approach things from an artistic standpoint. I have a little bit of politician mixed in there, but you're the artist here. You are an artist, and you're a great one. And I love watching your videos. You're so coherent, you're so articulate. I envy you those traits. But you've given me cause to fear you, because I have no idea what your agenda is at this point. You're very confusing to me. I'm always trying to play people. Always manipulating things behind the scenes. Everything I do is trying to figure out how to make people do the things I want them to do. I'm a total scumbag when it comes to that. But God damn it, if I'm going to lie about it afterwards. One less God, I don't know what to do with you. I don't know how to play you because you don't make any sense to me. I don't know what your objectives are. You say you want to be glue. You want to be the glue that binds the community together. You're too brutal to be glue, my friend. Glue is not... doesn't go on and fucking insult, 14, 15-year-old girls that, ask a stupid fucking question as 14 and 15-year-old girls fucking do. You're too damn brutal to be glue, one less God. You gotta tone it down if you want to be the cohesive for the community. You can't be the angry, ranting bastard and the fucking glue. You don't see me doing that shit. I don't have much to say against you now that I fucking sit here and think about it. But god damn it, you need some criticisms. You need something wrong with you. Hard case. Hard case. Man. We could have fucking been something, okay? You and me. If there's two people on this site that think alike, it's you and I. We have a lot in fucking common, hard case. We both have a lot of the same fucking values. And we have a lot of the same approaches. But instead, you chose to fucking pick a fight with me. And everyone could see through you, okay? You had a problem with me. It wasn't what I said, it was me. You had a problem with something about me. I don't know what it was, but it's there. And I know other people see it because so many people wrote me saying that. I thought I was just deluding myself, giving myself false importance, which I do from time to time, which I do all the time if we're going to be honest about it. We should have united. We could have been fucking strong. But you didn't want that. You instead wanted to squabble. So fine. I challenged you to a friendly fucking debate one time. Just wanted to have a debate with you. But you saw it as, you said it would degenerate into a shouting match. It would degenerate into an insult fest. Well, it wouldn't have on my end. So obviously you didn't trust yourself to be civil to me. Who else? Exiled. Exiled. This is a hard one to do. Because I love Exile. But, goddamn it, girl, tone it down. That was some brutal shit, alright? Brett said some things in his video, but you know what? He didn't really insult you. Yeah, he didn't understand what you were saying, and that could be frustrating. But you know what, honey? Brett's not that smart. You gotta treat him like you treat a fucking child. He is good at ripping apart the Bible, and we need people like that. Goat's another example of a person like that. Good at ripping apart the Bible. Good at deconstructing their bullshit. He understands that book, in and out. He has a better understanding of that book than 99.9% of the people on the fucking planet. And he had a lot to say on a lot of fucking topics. But when it boils right down to it, compared to a lot of other people on here, he was pretty fucking dumb. Sorry to say it. But I don't think he would deny it. Or he's still here. I think he knew that. Because he said it on a few occasions. I'm not saying that I'm the smartest person on here. And in fact, now that he's gone, I'm probably among the stupidest people here. Because I'm not that fucking bright. I don't have a lot of fucking intelligence. I mean, I'm smart for the everyday world, but as compared to some of the people on here, Jesus Christ. No, like this guy, No Philist, or whatever the fuck his name is. I was going to do this response to Vittorio, tearing him apart. And then I saw No Philist did this video about evolution and biogenesis and all this shit. And it was so fucking perfect. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, I can't. What can I add to this? Nothing. I could get on there and shake my fist and be the angry motherfucker. But I'm not going to add anything to the fucking argument. So I didn't respond. Because what can I fucking possibly contribute as far as that goes? I have no real function here. Exile told me everyone's got a role. Not me. I don't have a role. So I'm just going to say what's on my mind. That's all I'm ever going to do. Just say what's on my fucking mind. And if it's retarded, if it's stupid, if it's imbecilic, if it's offensive, I'm still going to say it. Because what else can I do? And if I do have a role, then hell, it'll fucking play itself out. I'm not going to be consciously aware of it ever. Did I forget anybody? I don't think I did. So here's the point where we wrap it all up by coming back to that quote. People are more important than ideas. We are all people. I think we can agree on that. We all have one particular idea. I think we can agree on that as well. We all have flaws, which was kind of my point in making this video and criticizing everyone to begin with. We all have fucking flaws. We're all weak in some way. Maybe we're not smart enough. Maybe we're not funny enough. Maybe we're not charming enough. Maybe we're not angry enough. We're all lacking something. Now, here's the point. Yeah, it took me a while to get to it, but here it is. And it's a very simple fucking point. I will never be able to articulate myself as well as one less God. I will never be able to tear apart the Bible as well as Brett Keane, or as well as Goat, for that matter. I will never be as funny as Captain Awesome, although some people have said I was, but never as consistently anyway. Shut up, dog. I'm trying to rant. I'm never going to be as sensitive to the situation as Exiled is, because if you watch her videos, she's on top of shit. She sees what's going on. I'm never going to be as smart as Gisborne. I'm never going to, am I forgetting anybody? The point is this, okay? We all fill in the fucking gaps in one another. Yeah, it sounds gay as hell, and maybe it is, but that's the way it goes, okay? If we are unified, then we compensate for each other's weaknesses. And we add to each other's strengths. This can't be about ego, even though that is what it's about. It has to transcend that. It has to be about accomplishing an objective. And in order to accomplish anything, we cannot squabble and complain and fight amongst one another. There's something wrong with all of us. And as you have seen, any one of you can have the shit taken out of you. Anyone can be insulted for their shortcomings. Anyone can be insulted on the basis of anything that they fucking do, or how they look, or how they act, or how they compose themselves. No one is immune to that. But we can't let that harm the idea. The idea that binds us together. Maybe we're not brothers and sisters, but we're standing under the same umbrella. And since I've gone through insulting everybody, I'd like to go back through and compliment everyone on what they do so fucking well. And if I forget anybody on this side, I'm going to really get an ass chewing. Captain Awesome, you are the #1 YouTube atheist, and you deserve it. You're funny, and you make a point. You don't make the point as well as people who are less funny than you are, but you make the fucking point. And whenever I want to introduce someone to the YouTube atheist community, I link them to you. Because when it comes to that, you're the fucking best. If they don't like anyone else here, they'll like you. They almost always do. That's why you're #1, and you deserve it. I probably never will be. I want to compliment Gisborne for his academic discipline, for always being on top of shit, and for being a good person, for writing to me when my dog was sick, and reassuring me that just because I was powerless and made that gesture of just desire and trying and hoping against hope, that didn't make me any less of an atheist. He was the one that assured me of that. And I knew that coming from him, it fucking meant something. And I'd like to thank Hardcase, because no one can deconstruct something intellectually better than Hardcase. He can take any fucking idea, any fucking belief, and he can put it under scrutiny that you can't even imagine. So thorough. One less God. You are so entertaining to just listen to you. It's so entertaining to just listen to you talk. You say everything perfectly. You don't have to struggle with words. You could have made this fucking huge long video in about 3 minutes without pissing people off at you at the same time, which I'm sure I'm going to end up doing. And that is an incredible fucking talent. And there's a lot of smaller atheists here on YouTube. like Goat and Goat and Kobold, like I talked about. Not smaller in any ideological sense, just smaller in the sense that they don't have as many subscribers. Those two guys, I talked to them, and they've got a lot going for them. And Goat is as good as Brett Keane, maybe better at tearing the Bible apart. And Golden Kobold is he does everything from a very everyman perspective. He's not the elitist atheist up on the hill. He's just some guy who just happens to not believe in this shit. And we need more of those, to be honest with you. And Exiled, she understands things in ways that I never will be able to. She can look at a situation and she always can see the good and the possibilities. And I really admire that about her. And I think she should be bigger in this movement than she is. She told me that she doesn't want me boosting her up. She doesn't want more subscribers. Well, Exile, too fucking bad. You need them. You're worth listening to. So, if you're out there and you're watching this video, and you want to see a real fucking atheist, subscribe to Exile, because that's a real fucking atheist for you. We all have these strengths. We can all get along. We're smart enough and civil enough to get along. I'm not saying we have to be friends. But you know what? There is a growing Christian and Muslim conspiracy on this site against us. They're flagging our videos. They're getting rid of us systematically. And One Less God, I think, is planning on doing videos about these people, who they are, and what they're doing. So I'm not going to get into that. But they are out there, and they are organized, they are together, they are working as one. Christians and Muslims of all denominations side by side. Unified with one objective: get rid of these fucking YouTube atheists. And what about us? We're leaving in droves. Our most prominent members are leaving because they're having fucking hissy fits. Because, ooh, people don't like me enough here. People don't understand me. Whatever. You want to leave? Fine. But you see us? We're squabbling right now. We're fucking arguing amongst each other. What does that say about us when our enemies, with all these huge range of ideological differences, can unite against us, but we can't unite against them? What does that say about us? We need to fix this shit, people. Okay? We need to not... We can't just be atheists when it's convenient. Hardcase was right about that much. You can't come on YouTube and try to sell atheism, and then when it's brought up in a social situation where the answer to the atheist question would be inconvenient, then all of a sudden, well, I guess I believe in God. Doesn't work that way. Sorry. You lose your job. Sorry about that, but you know what? If you're not willing to admit it when it's hard to admit, then you shouldn't be willing to admit it at all. Be a man or be a fucking coward. My parents know I'm an atheist. My family knows that. Anyone that I encounter who asks me about my belief on God, I will tell them I'm an atheist. I will never lie about it. I will never pretend to believe in God because it's too fucking important not to. I hope that there's some coherent point here that you're taking away from this. If there's not, then I really apologize, because I wasted your time.
It's interesting to me that there's this rivalry going on right now between Brett Keane and One Less God. And the thing that really interested me was both of their reactions to my video. The truth is, Brett Keane defended himself. One Less God defended others. I thought that was very telling. One Less God didn't much address my criticisms towards him, which were weak criticisms, I'll have to admit, because I didn't really have much to say against him. I didn't have much to say against anyone I insulted in that video, which is the one thing that no one, well, not no one, but it's the one thing that quite a few people seem to have missed the point. I wasn't insulting people. I wasn't degrading them for the purposes of degrading them. I wasn't being mean without reason. I was trying to show people that we can all be degraded, that we can easily turn against each other, and there's always going to be some ammunition against another person. Not necessarily valid, but it's always going to be there. And maybe they can defend against it, and maybe they can't. But that's not really the point that I was trying to make. I was trying to make the point that we are all human beings with frailties and weaknesses, and that if we squabble amongst ourselves, that is what you're going, that is how we're going to be perceived, as weak and frail and fragile. You know, when we don't unite, or not even so much when we don't unite, but when we actively fight with one another, we're uniting our weaknesses. That is, we become a tapestry of human frailty. If we unite, then we become only our strengths. That was the point of that video. It wasn't this, so don't take offense to anything that was said about any particular person in that video. I wasn't judging you. I was just showing how you could be judged. I thought that was pretty fucking clear. But gauging by some people's reactions, no, I guess it wasn't. Alright, that's enough videos for tonight.